to Superhuman Customs. I'm your host, Stephen Human. This is the channel where we just customize action figures, have fun, try not to screw anything up too badly, and learn a little bit here and there. Today we're going to work on a character that I don't care about at all. That's The Witcher. Now, I got that box from Dale with tons of action figures in it, and this was one of them. Now, he sent me one months ago, another one, and it had two Witcher figures in it. It had the TV show figures, which I used the head for this one on the He-Man and the head for this one on the Lion-O. And I wasn't ever gonna do anything with these bodies, so I put random heads on, and they look kind of cool. So that's, I might customize a little bit on these guys. I don't know, like I was thinking about turning this guy actually into The Witcher and making it so instead of Henry Cavill, it's Jason Momoa. I don't know, I'm probably not gonna use these for anything, but this is kind of cool just to play around with heads and do some fun stuff. Well, this one is from the video game, and I like this one much better. He's got different, he's got color, he's got a little bit more personality to him. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add details, we're gonna make it so he looks a little bit more real, and that's gonna just be our focus. It's gonna be a little bit more fun, not a massive deal. So let's go ahead and jump in and let's have some fun with this Witcher. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some wash, some black wash, just my game wash, and I'm gonna add some details just all around. I'm gonna start with the hair. What I've done is I've taken a little bit and I put it in my bowl over here, and I'm just gonna kind of hit some things. So what I put in the bowl to kind of help water it down a little bit, not to water it down, but just to make it so that I've got less on the brush. It gives me a chance to have a little bit more control. As you can see, sometimes I'll just wipe with my finger and get it so that it gets into the grooves a little bit without getting too much, without darkening it up too much. And then I'm going to take some more, do the same thing, take some out, put it over here, and I'm going to highlight just some of these areas here to start. Give him so that he's starting to take on a little bit more life. And then we're going to do, with brown, we're going to do the same thing and hit a couple of areas. I want there to be a little bit more difference in texture. If you notice, the chainmail is awesome. Like the chainmail, it's like 3D, so it actually looks like real chainmail. So, well, we'll do a little bit of that, but that's what we're going to concentrate on right now. It's just getting some textures in here, a little bit different look for this Witcher. Now with the brown wash, that's where we're really going to get into stuff, because I want some of the chainmail to have a bronze feel, like it's dirty, like it's been through it. This is a great way. If you just have a brown wash, it tends to bronze things up, makes it looks a little bit more rusty, a little bit more lived in. So I want for this Witcher. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to kind of hit areas to make it so that it's got a little bit more of a leather feel, a little bit more of a texture. Then while I've got this out, I'm actually going to go over these straps up here. Now obviously this brown's going to go over really light, but it is going to create a different color for these straps, so they're going to stand out a little bit more, because right now in this bluish green that he's got here, it's very monochromatic. It's just one big blob. I don't want that. I want things to look different. I want them to have different textures. They're made out of slightly different materials or were made at different times, so they're not the same. That's what I'm going for. So that's going to be the next little bit. It's just hitting some of these areas, making it look a little bit more like this guy's been doing his Witcher duties. Which I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what those are, man. No idea what this guy does. Just know he's got some kind of magic, and yeah. I mean, you can see just in some of these little areas what just the brown and the black wash have done. Now a lot of the rest of the stuff is gonna be just little details. I wanna go through with a light brown and hit some of these stitches if I can. And just do some nice little cool details here. Make it so that they stand out a little bit more. It's not much, but it helps. And then I'm gonna hit some of these straps, some of the edges of the straps too, just to make it look like they're worn. Give them everything a little bit different feel. This Witcher, he just looks like he's smelly to me. And so we want him to look a little smelly. He's been on the road for a while. He's had some hard days. Let's give him the look that backs that up. Now while I got this brown out, I'm just going through and I'm dusting some of these areas, because obviously these boots would be leather. One way or another, whether they're been dyed or something, they're still going to be leather. So the cracks and stuff are going to show a little brown. So I'm just going through and dusting all of this stuff with this same light brown that I was doing the details with, just to make it look that this is a little bit more of a real material, and that it will, you know, it'll give this guy life. That's what I want. I want this Witcher to look cool, even though I know nothing about him, other than that he's, you know, magic of some type. Now we can't leave his swords out, so I'm just going to go through with some silver is all, and get these so that they just shine a little bit more and look a little bit less like plastic. Since I'm working on the Witcher, and I'm just about done with the other one, I'm going through on this one and I'm hitting all these little barbs or whatever they are, little rivets with some silver. If I'm going to keep this body, which I think I'm going to do, might as well make it look cool. This will be a time-consuming process, but he's definitely going to look cool when he's done. Okay, I know this is weird, but I am turning this guy into the Witcher. Even though originally it had a Witcher head on it, and it was a Henry Cavill Witcher head, and he's now He-Man, we're going to basically make that they recast it, and that now Jason Momoa is the Witcher. How about that? A little weird, but hey, I don't care. It's going to look cool. Is it just me, or would this guy make a totally badass Santa Claus? Like, I'm rethinking this whole thing. Maybe for Christmas, I repaint this guy and make him Santa Claus. I'm seriously thinking about that. And now I present The Witcher. This was really simple. I mean, it was just a lot of detail work, but he really ended up looking super cool. I mean, just those little details to make this look more like a real person who's actually been out in the world fighting demons and doing all that stuff. Really, really cool. And as you can see, I added this little, it's like a energy cloth. I don't know if it was from this guy or from somebody else. It was just in the box that Dale sent me, and I thought it looked really cool on him, so he gets it. And I got this guy who I just did a little bit of detail on, just, you know, but he'll look cool on the shelf. And then the other one, obviously you're gonna have to wait because I've decided to turn him into Santa Claus because he looks so much like Santa. So he's gonna be Santa Claus. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that one. Thank you for watching. We have a lot of fun on this channel, and that's what it's all about, is just having fun, trying to learn new things and have perfections and imperfections and all of those things. But I'm glad that all of you watch and hopefully have a good time and maybe learn some things and give me tips, because I'm always learning. And I'll see you guys next week.